Ooh, a controversial title. Someone has an opinion on Overwatch. Ooh, this is gonna be good. Alright, calm down. We have made another Overwatch video in the past. Warrock made that one, and I agree with most of what he said, but unlike him, I'm not that excited for Overwatch, really, and that's okay. We're a channel with multiple personalities and sometimes we're gonna disagree on stuff, and that's why I'm here today. Because after playing Overwatch's open beta and seeing what seems to be the full extent of the game, I have to ask, why is this game receiving such hype when other similar games have been crucified? Let's get one thing straight. No matter my criticisms, I think Overwatch is a game that is extremely well made. The shooting feels great, it's easy for new players to get in and just mess with the different heroes. Visually it's beautiful and it's got a lot of personality, I have no problems there. But what I do have a problem is what you actually do in this game. The progression system is simply the worst. All you unlock are skins, taunts and fucking sprays in player avatars. Like, who cares about any of this stuff? I thought the progression in Star Wars Battlefront was bad because it didn't give you a lot of options, but this just straight up gives you cosmetics. And there are so many to collect that it will be an insane amount of time for you to get anything you actually want, especially because you only get a chest every time you level up, which is just not a lot. But hey, you can pay real money to buy more chests. This is a $40 game, $60 on consoles, with microtransactions for all this useless stuff. Which on one hand it's great because no one who pays up gets an advantage over the other players, but on the other hand there's just nothing here to motivate me to keep playing, because it's all just cosmetic stuff. And you might say, oh, cosmetic microtransactions, big deal. Yes, fuck yes it is a big deal. Go read about the psychology principles behind microtransactions. Oh, that player has that thing, man, I wish I could have it too, maybe I'll pay up a bit of extra money for content that should already be in the fucking game. And some might say, oh yeah, but it already is in the game. Well, how long is it gonna take for you to get it? And on top of that, even if you pay up, you're never sure of what you're gonna get because all you're buying is more chests. And I wish no one cared about this stuff because it's just cosmetic and it's all just digital worthless garbage. But for some reason, people are really into character skins. That is beyond me. Anyway, this brings me to point number 2, which is feeling rewarded by just playing the game, because above everything else, games are supposed to be fun, and that could be all the reward one needs. Heck, I still play Rocket League and the progression there is pretty much just the same, just aesthetics. But the fun that I have with the game is enough for me. So why isn't playing Overwatch enough of a reward? After all, I just praised how well made it is, and the answer is really simple. I agree with Warrock when he said Overwatch is a better game than Team Fortress, and I've had a lot of fun with Team Fortress 2, but that game is 9 years old by now. From time to time, my friends still invite me to play a couple of TF2 matches, and I have zero fun playing that game, cause it's run its course. I'm done with it. I've seen what I had to see, I've had my fun with it, I moved on. And Overwatch, even though it's different, it feels familiar, not only because of the multiple hero choices and you can switch heroes in the middle of a match, but also because of the game modes. Payload, attack, defend, king of the hill, hybrids, all of these game modes just feel so similar. It's like I'm playing the same thing on different maps, and it just bores the crap out of me. Let's use Battlefront as a point of comparison again. That game had 9 game modes. Most of them were absolute garbage, but it still had like 2 or 3 that were fun. And Overwatch, I'm sorry if you disagree, but they all feel the same to me. It all comes down to capturing control points or walking with a payload. I hope you understand that I'm not saying that Battlefront is a better game than Overwatch, because that's just ridiculous. I'm just using Battlefront as an example of a game that was heavily criticized by the community, and even though Overwatch shares a lot of the same issues, everyone is turning a blind eye to it. They're both well-made games where the shooting feels great, they're both visually stunning, even though they have very different styles. The progression sucks on both games, but I think it's fair to say that Battlefront was better about it, and it also has more game modes, and yet it went down as a disappointment, while Overwatch has just finished its open beta, and my Twitter is full of babies crying about how they can't play Overwatch for 2 weeks. Is this just because of the Blizzard brand that makes you want to praise everything they make? Why does Overwatch get away with this? Look, at the end of the day, I'm happy that people are enjoying it. But Blizzard fanboys need to get a hold of themselves, or we'll just see more games like this in the future. Full-priced games with barely enough content to justify its price, and with microtransactions on top of it. Overwatch is an extremely well-made game, the different heroes feel great and easy to learn, the simple act of shooting is satisfying, but that's just not enough to justify its price. It needs more content. And these are just my thoughts on Overwatch. I thought the hype train could use some perspective, please don't be offended. It's okay to like a game that I don't, but at the very least, I hope this video made you question whether or not these issues bother you. If you want to talk about Overwatch, we can do it in the comments below. I usually reply to everything worth replying. Click the like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more gaming goodness. I've been Glowku, thank you for overwatching. Get it? Haha. Boy,